Hi, it's Tanya from My Forking Life, and today we are in the kitchen and we are making chicken nuggets. Now, of course, if you've been following along, I love to use my air fryer, so that's how we're gonna make these nuggets. Now, we're not gonna use the pre-made frozen kind. We're gonna make them fully from scratch, and we're going to do it kind of like one of my favorite fast food restaurants, you know, the one that's closed on Sundays. So we're gonna go ahead and get all our ingredients together. What we're gonna need for this recipe is the following: some chicken breasts. We've also got some kosher dill pickles. We're not gonna use the actual pickles, we're just gonna use the juice from the jar. We're also going to use some milk, some egg, and we're gonna have the stuff for our flour batter, which is gonna be some all-purpose flour, some cornstarch, some powdered sugar, and our spices. We're gonna use some salt, some paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, as well as some freshly ground black pepper. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get that pickle. You could eat the pickles if you like. My daughter loves these pickles. And we're gonna pour out about a cup of pickle juice. I'm spilling it all over the place. But this is gonna be the brine for our chicken, and that is what gets it that nice flavor. I mean, I know that may seem weird, but pickles and chicken are such a good combination. And then we're gonna just set that to the side. And then we're gonna go ahead and chop our chicken into large chunks for our chicken nuggets. You wanna make sure you've got a knife that's sharp enough. I never remember to sharpen my knives, y'all. That's dangerous. Don't follow me on that front. But yeah, go ahead and use your well-sharpened knife to cut large chunks of chicken. You don't want them too small or they'll be dried out, but you also don't want them, I mean, unless you're making tenders, which you could do that as well with this recipe, or you could make it like the large flattened pieces of chicken and put it on a sandwich. And as you can see, I've got about 2 6-ounce, this might be a little bit bigger than 6 ounces, but 2 6-ish ounces of chicken breast each. I'm almost done cutting these big chunks of chicken breast. And once you've cut all of your chunks of chicken breast, you're going to grab careful, don't cross-contaminate your stuff, but you're gonna grab a Ziploc bag. So you're gonna grab a kitchen bag that's large enough to hold your chicken pieces. And you're gonna go ahead and open that and dump your chicken pieces in that. This is what you're gonna use to marinate that chicken in that pickle juice. All right, so I've got my liquid gold pickle juice here, and I'm gonna pour it over these chicken pieces. Just make sure you pour those juices over the chicken and seal it up, making sure that the juices are covering all your chicken pieces. See? So we're gonna go ahead and place these chicken pieces that are marinating in our pickle juice in our fridge for about 20 to 30 minutes. If you do it for the full 30 minutes, you're gonna have a stronger pickly flavor. So I'll be back in about 25 minutes. See you soon. All right, so as our chicken is almost done pickling or marinating in that pickle juice, we'll go ahead and get everything else ready for our chicken nuggets. So I've got 2 separate bowls here set up for our breading station, and we're gonna get one with our liquid ingredients and the other one is going to have our dry ingredients. So the first thing I'm gonna do is crack an egg into this bowl. Hello. And then we're gonna add a little bit of milk as well. And we'll go ahead and whisk that together until it's thoroughly combined. And then in our other bowl over here, we're going to go ahead and get our breading for the outer crust of those chicken nuggets. So I've got here some all-purpose flour, and then I've got some cornstarch as well. The cornstarch is gonna help get it a little bit crispy. It's not gonna be too crispy, but it's gonna be a nice extra crisp. And then we've got some powdered sugar. I love the little bit of sweetness that comes with these chicken nuggets. And then we're gonna add our spices. So I've got some salt, and I got some paprika. Now, me and my husband, we always joke about how paprika has no taste. But one thing I love about paprika is the color that it gives food. So this will help your chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, be a little bit more browner when you're putting them in the air fryer. Here, I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic powder as well. And then we're gonna add a little bit of onion powder. As well as some black pepper. And then we're going to combine all that together, just whisk it. And as you notice, this flour dish that I'm using is a flat flour dish. It just helps with breading the chicken a little bit better. But make sure those spices and that powdered sugar is all mixed out through that flour. All right, so now that we have our breading station ready, let's go ahead and clear up a little bit of these spices, and I'm gonna get our chicken out so we can get it prepared to put it in our air fryer baskets. So we've got everything ready to cook our nuggets. And what I'm gonna do before I start doing any of the breading is I'm going to lightly grease the bottom of my air fryer basket. And I have a spray bottle here that I've put with a little bit of olive oil. Now you could actually put it with whatever oil you prefer, as long as it's not like an oil like extra virgin olive oil. There's two different kinds. There's the olive oil. Usually if you look at the store brands, you can kind of tell. One will say it's for roasting and baking, and the other one will say it's for like salad dressings. All right, so I'm gonna use olive oil, but you could always use peanut oil, which is what my favorite chicken restaurant fries their chicken in, but I'm just gonna use olive oil because I didn't feel like buying any peanut oil for this. But if you got some, you should definitely try it. All right, so what I'm gonna first do is take out a piece of chicken from the bag, and then I'm going to go straight into that egg and milk mixture. And then I'm going to take that piece of chicken and put it in our flour mixture and make sure that we're covering it. And then we're going to place it in our basket. Now you want to make sure you're using tongs for this as opposed to your hands. When you use, and I used to always use my hands, but what would end up happening is that my hands would get all gunky, and then I wouldn't be able to get as much as I wanted to out of that flour mixture, because then all my flour will be gunky. So it's great to use these metal tongs just for that purpose. And when you're putting them in your air fryer basket, just make sure that they're not totally covering on top of each other. You want to make sure that the air fryer has room to basically, well, have the air circle around your food so that it does get that nice crisp. And this is my 5.8 quart air fryer that I'm using. So I am going to have a little bit more space to put more nuggets in it. So if you've got a smaller air fryer, you won't be able to fit as much. Please do not try to stack them in there, because you're just not going to get them the way that you want them to be. It's a little bit different than chicken wings, which I usually stack in there. But when it comes to these nuggets, they're very tender. You got to treat them, each and every piece, like it's special. All right, so we've got all of our chicken nuggets laid out in the air fryer basket. And at this time, I am just gonna go ahead and put it in my air fryer without spraying the tops initially. I know that's weird, right? But it works. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and turn it on, and I'm gonna set the temperature down to 360, and I'm gonna do it on 360 for about 12 minutes, flipping halfway through. All right, there we go. We started. Okay, so it's been about 6 minutes, and I'm gonna open that so you can see it's not done, and all of my flour has not gotten off of it, but that's okay. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray those flour spots at this time. That's one thing we're gonna do. And then we're gonna go ahead and turn it, each and every piece. Now be careful. The breading might try to come off. You'd be like, man, breading, don't do that. And I'm going to only spray the parts that I see a little bit of powdered or flour on, which is like a little bit. I don't need to really get all in there. That's just because I hate when the food is done in the air fryer and there's any bit of powder left. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut my air fryer and let it finish cooking for the remainder of the 6 minutes. All right, so it's been 12 minutes on 360. And as you can see, they're nice and golden. Now, if you want your nuggets a little bit darker than this, I say go ahead and add them in there for an extra 2 minutes, but crank up the heat. I like mine to be a little bit more golden. So what we're gonna do is just add an extra 2 minutes on 400 degrees. Okay, so it's been our last 400. And as you can, so we got yummy chicken nuggets. All right, and you just remove them and you enjoy them and you love them. And there you have it. Beautiful, delicious chicken nuggets made all in your air fryer. Now you can serve it with your favorite dipping sauce, barbecue, honey mustard, ranch, ketchup, whatever you like. Anyways, if you like this video and you want to see more videos like it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up because you like it. You probably want to hit it once so it doesn't take away the thumbs up. Yeah, that's it. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more videos to see me and my delicious kitchen gadgets on camera. Until next time, bye.